Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position. As always, you want to find a position that is both sturdy and comfortable. You don't want to be uncomfortable during the practice simply because then you'll just be distracted by your body during the practice. You want to find a sense of stability because it gives us a sense of groundedness, of being here. Not using this moment to get to the next, just being here for this moment's sake alone. Sitting in a chair works nicely. Of course, you can sit in a formal meditation posture, but just find what works for you, as long as it is sturdy and comfortable. There's also an option to keep your eyes open or closed during this practice. And if you prefer to close your eyes during this practice, go ahead and close your eyes. But if you'd like to try to keep your eyes open, leave the screen alone and drop your gaze gently down below you. Maybe just looking at the floor or the desk or whatever is just below you. We're not staring at a spot and analyzing it, but we're also not zoned out and blurry. We have a gentle gaze in between, looking softly yet clearly downwards. You're in a comfortable and sturdy position, and your eyes are either closed or open, gaze directed softly yet clearly downwards. Leave alone the craziness of the day, the tasks, the achieving, the worrying, the memories. Not as a task, not as a thing to do, but just a realization. You are here. And if you put meditation on your to-do list, mentally take it off your to-do list. We are not accomplishing anything here. We're setting down the checklist, the achievements, the goals, the striving for the future. The striving for the extraordinary, the important, the special. And we are returning where we always already are. Right here. Your plans and goals won't save you, neither will your accomplishments. You are here. And of course, you may notice that you are thinking, talking to yourself. And these thoughts, of course, are judging the moment, judging the meditation, wanting to argue, wanting to find out, wanting to be special. So let's return to the ordinary, the complete, non special, unimportant, non exciting breath. Bring your attention to the breath. Just see if you can watch it rise and fall. Noticing as the inhalation happens, we notice and we know it's happening. And as the breath leaves, we know the breath is leaving, the exhalation. Simply rising and falling, here and now. And when you notice that you're thinking about something, maybe planning, judging, remembering, notice that the breath is no longer seen because thought has stolen your attention. And that's okay. When you notice that you're lost in thought, gently notice, no rush, and with ease return to the breath with attention. Let your attention return to the breath in the same way a feather lightly lands on the countertop. Just a gentle return to breathing. A gentle return to the ordinary. Leave it alone. Leave the stories and the plans alone. Return to the breath gently. Nothing special. Notice how this breath isn't seeking anything. It's just rising and falling, even when you don't notice it. It rises and it falls without a destination, without seeking approval, without trying to become anything. It rises, it falls. Nothing special. And notice as well, the breath doesn't inhale or exhale in the past or the future. It only happens now. Leave everything alone. Return right here. Be ordinary and completely rest. All right, you can look at the screen. I don't know if you've heard, or you may have, but there's a huge tradition, which most people know about as haikus, right? These short poems. I think it's 5 lines, 7 lines, 5 lines, or the other way around. But in Zen, traditionally in Japan, there's this huge tradition of Zen haikus. And what they did and why they became so popular, especially with Zen, is that they kind of were used as a reflection of a present mind, one that is not consistently concerned with gaining and future. And if you ever want to look at these poems, you should look at the Zen master Rokyan. He has amazing poems. Like he has one, and I have a whole list of them. I should have brought them over for this, but I'll try to go off the memory and I'll butcher it. But we'll say something like, "Deep in the forest, a berry drops, the sound of water." That's it. Or I'll make one up. He's like, "A cool breeze in the pines, nothing through my window, only the smoke of incense." We're deep in the forest, an unknown winding path, destination unknown. This is a celebration of what we take for granted all the time. We take for granted and we don't notice this ordinary moment. What usually in our culture we call the small things. Stop and smell the roses. But right now, it's not something to do later. Here. Do you notice the sounds around you? Or the way the light is flickering on your desk? The way the dust dances beautifully in front of you? Or even the grain in the wood and the floor that goes this way and that way without a plan? When we stop being completely in our minds, and when we stop naming the world and thinking and contemplating about it, we see our experience as it really is, not painted by ideas. It reminds me, when I first met my teacher, there was a time where I got lucky enough where he and I were sitting at a bench in the Zen Center's kitchen, and he had some work to do, and he just wanted to, "Hey, be here while I work." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll be here. I'll help you," and did some things. And I was wearing this watch. This looked like this watch, the watch I use to time the meditations. It's like this, and I got this from like Walmart, and I brought this watch over, and I'm just sitting there, and we're in just a complete silence. And he says, just out of nowhere, "Man, your watch is so loud." I'm like, "Loud?" And he's like, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, "Oh yeah, I can hear it. It's just this faint little," and I'm like, but what he was trying to show me, I think, was this moment that we miss, because we're lost trying to multitask and doing other things. We don't see. We don't feel the wind on our face. We don't smell the flowers in the air. We don't notice how beautiful it is when cars are going this way and that way, and they're just coming like this, and they just come over here, then it dances and turns that way. It's just incredible, this world that we live in. The ordinary is what we call it. And the more you leave thinking alone, you return to your life. And the ordinary is actually quite extraordinary. Thank you for your time today. And as always, and without exception, I'll see you tomorrow.